So I was going to start this video in some kind of quirky way, saying, oh, Marvel Legends, you guys don't like them as much as my dinosaur figures, but I still enjoy making the Marvel Legends video. Well, that's not how this video is starting, because I'm pissed off. You guys, okay, to bring this video to you, I was bringing my figures, part of this amazing haul, off my shelf. And suddenly, one of my favorite figures, okay, tumbles off the shelf. And this happens, you know, sometimes to some figures. They fall off shelves. They're not always great at balancing. This figure's been alright though, but he comes off. Captain America takes this guy down with him, okay? And my brand new Infinity War Thor, which is super rare, and I got an amazing deal on it, hits the deck, okay? Normally this is fine. But his foot is snapped clean off. And now I'm pissed, okay? Right now, he's sitting on my desk, okay? Sitting on my desk, and I've super glued his foot back on, yeah? But there's an ankle swivel, which I'm never going to have access to again. So that's really, really annoying. So figure number one in this haul is the Avengers Infinity War Thor. Really love this figure, but he's fucked. So let's move on to the 12 other figures in this massive Marvel Legends action figure haul. So let's start off with the 3 new Iron Man figures I got. Yes, last haul I got the Mark 50. This haul I got the Mark 2 from 2008's Iron Man. So this is a very old figure. It's as old as my sister, and it's in pretty good condition considering how old it is. It's missing the shoulder pads that originally came with the figure, but I always thought they were a bit oversized anyway, and I think the shoulders on this kind of just look like the shoulder pads in the film anyway, because these are pretty big shoulder joints. So I actually think it looks better, to be honest. But wait, wow, what a great figure. People complain often about how it's not like chrome like it's supposed to be. I don't really care. It captures the aesthetic, and it's a nice blast from the past, you know. It's nice to get some of these older figures and see where the line started. So yeah, what a great figure to start off this haul list. And number 2 is not so different. So figure number 1, or number 2 I guess, was the Mark 2. Figure number 3 is the Mark 3, which is exactly the same sculpt. It's the same toy, but painted in the classic Iron Man red and gold color scheme. And man, what an awesome figure. I'm so glad I can add it to my collection of my Iron Man armors. I'm only missing a few now, but wow, what an amazing figure. It's also missing the shoulder pads, but I think it still looks great. And yeah, just really good detail on these guys considering how old they are. So figure number 4 is the last Iron Man that I've picked up recently, and it's actually is the last Iron Man. It's the Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame. And wow, what an amazing figure. Amazing. It is probably my favorite Iron Man figure. However, I'll leave the rest of the list for a ranking video in the future. But man, this guy's awesome. I love how he's an homage to the classic Iron Man design with the gold shoulders and arms up here. I love how it's just an addition from the Mark 50, but with more armored sections. It's really awesome. Came with some pretty good accessories, not as good as the Mark 50 2-pack figure, but he is definitely a really great addition. I can't recommend him enough. If you need an Iron Man figure, this is the one to get if you only want one. Up next, we take a stray from Iron Man, but not a stray from robotics, as next I have the Phasing Vision figure. Now, if you don't know what this figure is, it's basically a Vision action figure, but he's slightly see-through, so he's supposed to be phasing. If I hold him up to the light, I don't know if you can see, you can see through his arm a bit, and if I lift up this cape a little bit, who knows? Yeah, you can see through him a little bit. It's not noticeable enough to where you're like, oh, that's only a phasing Vision. I think it works well as just a Vision, because the original Vision figure was in a Toys R Us 2-pack with Scarlet Witch when Toys R Us shut down, and I wasn't collecting the line back then, so I never got my hands on it. He goes for ridiculous prices nowadays, like hundreds of pounds. So this is a great addition. It is my only Vision I have right now, and it'll do me for a while. I'm not seeking out the other one. This one is totally fine for me. Because honestly, you can't really even tell that he's phasing most of the time. He just kind of looks like Vision. So I really love this figure. It's really good. I'm really glad I have it. If you need a Vision, this one is cheap to get right now. Buy it. Up next, we're taking a dip into the cosmic side, and I got a lot of figures from this kind of area of the universe. Up first is Rocket's Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So yeah, this guy came with a Groot, a Baby Groot figure in his Ravager outfit. It's my least favorite of the Baby Groot figures. A future figure in this haul came with 2 very good versions, but we'll get onto that next. What do I think about this Rocket? He's small, but very articulated for his size, and just great. I think it is the best Rocket they've made. Even beats out the Infinity War Rocket, which was the same figure, but with worse detail in my opinion. So yeah, you gotta pick this guy up. Up next is the Toys R Us exclusive Evolution Pack Groot. So basically, Toys R Us decided to re-release the Build-A-Figure Groot from 2014 Guardians of the Galaxy and gave him a whole new, added a lot more detail in there in terms of the paint-wise and gave him a whole new head sculpt. He's now like smiling. Ooh, look at me, I'm Groot, I'm smiling. He came with 2 baby Groots, one in the plant pot from the Ends of Guardians 1, and the other one is just a naked, I guess you can say, baby Groot. That's maybe not PG-13, but then again, it might get COPPA off our backs, who knows. But yeah, really great figure, honestly. I had no intention of picking up the original Build-A-Figure, because that goes for ridiculous prices. This figure was a little more expensive than he was at retail, because he came out a while ago, and it's a lot of value. But wow, an amazing figure, honestly. I love it. It's one of my favorite figures in my collection. Up next is the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord. Now this is the Star-Lord from the Ego and Star-Lord 2-pack, because he comes with the best head sculpt Star-Lord's had, so far. Then again, this was made in 2017, so it's a little outdated still, but I think it holds up. Really great figure, actually. I keep it displayed with the mask, surprisingly, I know, even though I said I got it because it has a better head sculpt, but I also got it because it comes with Star-Lord's dad, Ego. So here's the Ego figure. This was a great 2-pack. Loved both the figures a lot. Ego's quite a hard figure to pose. He doesn't come with any accessories. So I just kind of have him posing menacingly. I don't know what to say, but I really like these 2. Great additions to the collection. I'm really glad I got them. So, speaking of Ego the Living Planet, up next we have another Guardians villain, and it is the original Ronan the Accuser. This guy was released in the MCU First 10 Years line. What a great line. I started collecting a bit after, so I was playing catch up with some of those figures. And wow, he is really great. His articulation is a bit limited by this headpiece, but he's really imposing on the shelf. And you can still get him into a good number of poses. He wasn't as big as I was expecting. But that's probably good, because I was expecting him to be very oversized, and he is more, sized like a normal person. Just a little bit bigger. He's really good though. I do recommend this guy, and I'm glad I've got him. He's a great addition to my villains section, which is smaller than my heroes section. I want to bulk that up a bit more. Luckily, we've got one more villain on the list, so we'll see who that is. So we're coming back down from Guardians of the Galaxy, from space. We're coming back to Earth with some of the more grounded heroes and villains. Here we have Falcon. This is Falcon from the Winter Soldier line. I got him with this snazzy pistol. I don't know if the figure originally came with it or not. I don't think he did. He also came with a Red Wing drone. And they made another version of Falcon in the Bucky and Falcon 2-pack for Infinity War. I didn't track that down. Too expensive for me, and Falcon the Winter Soldier is just around the corner, so I'll get a better Bucky then, because the Buckys they've made so far are pretty trash. But this guy, I think, is a really good Falcon, considering he was made back in 2016 now, which is before the whole face printing technology Hasbro added, and I think it's really good. I mean, he doesn't have... It's a good thing that he has his goggles on, because his eyes would probably not look good, and that would date the figure, but because he has his goggles on, the figure still holds up great. And it's amazing, you get a lot... He's a lot bigger than I thought. His wings just fell off, oh my god. Alright, at least he's not broken, unlike Thor. I thought he was supposed to be powerful, but I guess a simple fall off a shelf will break his foot, so he's not as powerful as you think. But yeah, Falcon, great figure. I recommend this guy so much. He's really, he creates a very unique silhouette on the shelf and breaks up all the big tall guys, big bulky guys, and then normal people. This wingspan is very impressive. But be warned, it's hard to display him. I have found issues trying to display him. You're probably best if you have some fishing wire. I don't, so I have him propped up on a Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Baby Groot, like jukebox thing. It's a bit ghetto, but I think it's cool. So yeah. Up next is a figure from a movie that's not even out yet. Black Widow. I'm really excited for the Black Widow movie, but unfortunately due to coronavirus, it was postponed like all other movies coming out, at least most of them anyway. But I didn't have a Black Widow figure, and this one looked pretty damn good. It's the Black Widow from the Black Widow movie in her grey and black suit. And I think this figure's really great. It's a great Natasha Romanoff figure, and I'm really glad I have it. There's not much to be said. People have complained about the articulation in this figure. I think it's fine. They're adding the Star Wars The Black Series joint into a lot of these figures, where it's a really... You probably can't see it, but there's a really deep elbow joint cut on these female figures, because they don't have double jointed elbows, because I don't know why Hasbro doesn't do them, but they don't. But they've really managed to get by that, because you can get past 90-degree bend on these figures, and I think that's great. That's all I need. She comes with 2 pistols and 2 batons, all the accessories I could ask for. I was stuck between getting her or the White Widow costume, but I wanted a more classic look. Even this is a bit of a stray, but it's closer to our normal MCU look, and I actually really dig the outfit. I love the gold... I think they're called stingers, maybe, I'm not sure. But they shoot out like electric shocks and stuff like that, so really dig them though. But we've got one figure left, and let's see who it is. So the last figure on my list is also from the Black Widow movie. It is the villain I was talking about, is Taskmaster. Now, this figure is weird, because we don't know anything about MCU Taskmaster, and I'm very excited for him. We'll have to wait till November to find out. But man, is this a great figure. He comes with so many accessories. He's so poseable. He looks awesome. I love this guy. Man, he is good. Pick this guy up. He's quite hard to find, but if you can find him, like sometimes you'll find him for the normal price if some places get him back in stock. But if you want to get one off eBay, which is the fastest and easiest way, it's going to cost you a little extra. But I got him for a good price, fortunately. And I'm so happy. He is amazing. An amazing addition to the villain shelf. Wow. Yeah, he really just brings the whole squad of evildoers together. It's great. Can't recommend him enough. Last but not least, I'll show you guys what you've been missing. Here's my Thor. He's got his leg up because this foot is drying right now. That's what he looks like. Amazing. I love this guy so much. He's awesome. He is really just something special. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these figures back in the shelf, and then I'll show you the collection quickly, and then maybe next video we'll do a full collection video and you guys can see the whole thing. So yeah, let's go do it. Okay guys, so here's my collection with all the figures in it, except for Thor, you broken foot bastard. But no, here we have everything. Here's the villain's side, and here's the hero's side. And man, does this look great in the end. I love the way this looks, man. It's so cool. My Iron Man figures are not here. They're just scattered around my room, because I only want one Iron Man displayed, and here he is. And the only other exception to that is the Hulk Buster, a true Chad. He deserves his own spot. I don't know why he's on the villain's side. He's just guarding it, I guess. Keep making sure they don't escape. But I'll get a more in-depth view of this collection in another video. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching this haul. It'll be the last haul for a little bit. I've got some new figures coming, but I'll wait a bit. I want to get some rankings done, some collection videos done, and some other kind of stuff. Maybe some reviews. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next one. And goodbye. Haha. Psych, I got ya. I want to say one last message. Thank you so much to my patrons, which I have 2 of now. Thank you so much to DarkFrost1802 and Zachary for donating. You guys are awesome and you're helping me out a lot. So thank you very much. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. this is actually the end now, and I'll see you guys next one. Goodbye.
And the cat's in the cradle and the